Hello everyone, this is Kieran from Keys Minis and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to paint this red dress, or you could use it for red cloth as well. So I'm using corn red to start off, and I'm just base coating over a black primer, working in more, while I'm working it on this video, more in probably a glazing layer consistency. But you get good coverage with 1 to 2 coats if you just thin your paint down a little bit with water. If you're working more with glazes, it'll be about 3 or 4 to get a really good consistency all over the model. So I'm making down with like nice smooth brush strokes as much as possible to keep the direction and flow of the paint moving in a consistent mix. Yeah, I like this colour. It gives what I'm trying to achieve here is to create a more of a softer blend. You could go with some black into the shadows as well to deepen it up with the corn red, but I wanted as it's a female dress, even though it's on a zombie, I wanted it to have a bit more of a softer blend tone than like some of the harsher shadows you can create using some blacks. And it's fine either way, whichever way you want to paint it. It's quite a quick way to do it. It does involve some blending at some point if you do want it to come to a higher standard, but I just tried to work this one as clean and as clean and as crisp as I could. So the next layer is just Mephiston Red, and basically just going to work on 80% of the area that you've done, 80 to 90% of the area you've already shaded with that red, and you're just going to highlight up from there. Same again, using like, I'm trying to be a lot more neater here, obviously, because I don't want, again, it just takes a little bit more time, so I don't have to spend as much time blending some of the layers with this one. You could mix Mephiston Red and corn red again to create some smoother transitions, or even dot highlight if you want, if there's room. But with this model, the details are quite tight and small, so it would have took a lot of time to try and do that, and would not have been much fun trying to record it. But so it's just working on the layer, building up your layers again. So starting with this Mephiston Red for your second highlight, and then shortly after we're going to mix it up and we're going to mix in some Evil Sun Scarlet, and we're just going to do the same process again, working on probably around 75% of the model now, highlighting up, but trying to be a lot neater. Certainly on like the edges, there'll be some points where I'm going to edge highlight, working around the muscles on the leg, like you can see on this model. The leg muscle, the calf muscle is quite prominent, so I'm going to work on areas like that. I'm also trying to hit around the edges of like any torn clothing on this one. There's some the good thing about these models, there's some amazing details in terms of the dresses being ripped and stuff, or on the male zombies version there's rips all over the skin and stuff, so on like the shorts and everything. So it's just trying to find ways to highlight those areas around areas that would be shaded. So again, I am probably now working in more glazing consistency, so it's a bit more of a mix there, and I'm just working around the model. Take your time, don't have to rush with it. And from there we're just going to go into using Evil Sun Scarlet, and that is going to be our next layer. So pure Evil Sun Scarlet. Now I'm going to take my time a lot more and just work on like the raised areas towards where the light would hit a lot more. Edge highlight around like the folds in the dress as much as possible. There's these models, there's so many folds in the dresses. They're so good for practicing certain areas of edge highlighting, and because they're small it makes you focus on that area a little bit more. So like here I'm working around one of the, it's kind of like where the dress is torn and folded over, so it's good. They're good for practicing certain types of highlighting, with especially a bit of edge highlighting. They're not as smooth or as rounded as like maybe a pauldron, so they challenge you in different ways, and they're just fun models to paint. But this will work on a Space Marines like cloth as well, this colour. this whole blend and mixture. And the next stage, we're going to push it a little bit further with some Wild Rider Red, and this is just the final highlight. Working really up on those raised points around like the leg, top of the calf muscle, where the dress folds at the top. And again, just working on a more smoother edge highlight. When you kind of edge highlight and you want to, your paint needs to be a lot thicker than. You don't need to really water it down as much, but you have to wipe the excess off your brush as you go to approach the area you're going to edge highlight, because I do it sometimes. I get really lazy where I don't wipe my brush off on, like, say a cloth, just like the excess off you. So you could do it on paper towel. I tend to do it on my thumb because I wear these gloves. You could just do it on your thumb naturally, and you'll just get a better consistent coverage. Don't be afraid to work up and down the area as well. Sometimes it just takes a little bit more time to really bring that out on that red highlight. It's more of an orangey red highlight with Wild Rider red. If you want to push this further as well, you could add in some further yellow to really make it more orangey, or white, and desaturate it if you want to just give it more of a lighter look as well. But with this, I just thought it would create just that nice enough blend to make the dress pop out a little bit, and that's it really. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've got quite a few more tutorials coming up. I'm going to be working on some League of Votan stuff, some orange armor and that. So if you enjoy them, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you might want to see as well, and I'll see you in the next one.